Oy vey. I've had great plans, and I am still having a few minor bugs with gameplay on the emulator here for Civilization. The basic core gameplay is fine, not a problem in the world. It's some of the minor graphical things that I thought were really cool in the game, and while it doesn't really affect gameplay, is enough to annoy me to try to figure out how in the world to fix it. So let me just show you here real quick what kind of fun I'm having. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here, because it's really minor stuff, but it's annoying because it was one of the cooler things in the game. It didn't make that big of a difference, but it lets you know how things were going. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is right here is my palace. And if I click on it, it should load up a screen that shows me what it looks like. Because as things get better, as I pass certain milestones, my people will upgrade stuff. Well, palace should be here. But this part of the graphics isn't showing. And I don't think it's the emulator. I think it's mostly a problem with maybe the files. I am not 100% sure. That's one of the problems. The other one comes here. I'll buy the library here, try to calm these grumpy people down, and get things working here. So I'll go through, and as you can see, for the most part, the game pieces move okay. They do their thing. Now, one of the things that's outside the game and is in the program I'm using to record this is, okay, right here. You should be seeing the city here. You should be seeing what they built, and it's not showing it. And then the final problem is the simple fact is when I use the key I've got here for push to talk, it messes around with the game. I don't have a key that is separate from the Amiga yet. And that's presenting a problem. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to do this or if I'm just going to have to leave the mic hot the entire time or use a couple of keys to separate different keys and see how that works. Try to find a combination. Or do what I don't want to do and is record the audio after the game has been done. I don't want to do that. I want to do it as it's going on. That's how I do better as far as you catch more of my thought process here. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but not enough money. And like I said, this is a save game. This is one I was using just to see how everything would work. And as you can tell, I've got some issues. Although, for me, I played this game on my Amiga enough, I know what should be happening. And yes, it's a minor games mechanic problem. It's not even affecting the gameplay. But it was one of the things that made the game so interesting to play. It is one of those little bits they threw in there to make you feel like you achieved something. You were getting somewhere. You were doing something. To make it look different. And now, it's not working. That was good timing there. So, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do here. Am I going to try to keep doing this and start a brand new game of this and start from the beginning and show y'all what I'm doing? Or I've got Civ 4 on here I could do. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little of both. I haven't decided yet. I've got to see what I can figure out, but I really want to do this because it's a game I enjoyed. Of course, it's also a game I've got to put a strict clock on myself. Otherwise, I'll be up all night and into the next day playing, just telling myself one more turn, one more turn. This will be a game I'm going to have to put a clock in front of me where I can see it and set how much time ahead of time. Think about how much time I want to use and then save the game when I'm run out of time. And that's how big that episode's going to be. Because there have been way too many times I started playing at 6 in the evening and I look up and I finally save and I look at the clock and it's 7 the next morning. And I haven't slept. I haven't done anything else but play the stupid game. That's how addictive it is to me. And so I'm going to have to try and figure out a way around this. So I'm going to keep y'all informed if anybody cares. If you do care, put a note in the video comments. Put a like down so I know that somebody actually cares, because I have no idea. But I like doing these older games. And, you know, I'm not like any other streamer or anything like that. I know that. I'm still learning. I'm still beginning. I still want to be my own person. I don't want to be a carbon copy of somebody else. I don't want to be a Tex clone. Tex is Tex and I am me. And I think it does him a disservice by trying to impersonate him. Because I feel like it cheapens what he does. And it cheapens what I do. Because I'm spending more time trying to be like him. So that is my basic idea. I think I'm going to stick with it. And it might look a little weird. It might look a little different. And it'll definitely sound different because I'm not Tex. I'm not any of these other people you see. And I definitely don't have the setup like some of these big time Twitch streamers. You know, I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it just because I can. Just something to do because I've got a lot of time on my hands and I want to fill it up. So I think I'll call it here. And let me know what y'all think, please. One way or the other, if you're interested or not. If you want to see this version or Civ 4, because Civ 2 would be very hard to get to play on here because it's a 16-bit game, if I remember right. And those Windows doesn't have any good emulators for that right now. There might be a DOS version for it. If there is, I could probably, with some work, get DOSBox to do it. Civ 3 I've never played. Civ 4 I've got up and running and I play from time to time. And I could do one of those. Or I could do both of these. Do one short playthrough maybe of this, the original Civ, and then do a Civilization 4 to give you all an idea what's going on. So let me know what you think in the comments. And take care. And I'm going to try to get this settled. And remember, don't be a dick. What have I gotten myself into this time?